Hello, welcome to Pantheon of the Geeks. This is an unboxing video for Star Wars Armada. Yay! I've been waiting for absolutely ages for this to come out.
Yep.
Anyone knows that I am a massive Star Wars fan will know I've been waiting. I love everything Star Wars, and this has been on the radar for such a long time. I've whinged about it for so long at Claire.
Yeah.
That we had to go and get it.
Yeah, you took me to Waterstones and then you dragged me to a little unknown shop that we found.
Yeah, called Harlequins in Preston. If you frequent there, then well done, you found an excellent shop. And if you don't know about it, it's on Manchester Road. Very cool shop. The assistant was very helpful, showed me his copy of Armada and everything.
Yeah,
very cool.
It was a nice little shop actually.
Yeah.
Well set out, well organised.
Good range of board games.
Yeah, the guy.
X-Wing.
Yeah, the guy couldn't do enough to help us. He was just.
No, he's brilliant.
Really good. For a little known shop like that, and it's just out of the way. It's like a little hidden gem.
I've been meaning to visit that for quite some time. I don't know why we haven't, but I'm glad we have now.
Well, last time we went, we couldn't find it.
That was the one thing.
And it's just an unassuming door.
Yeah. Besides the massive sign says Harlequins.
Well, yeah, there is that.
There is that.
Yeah.
I must have missed it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Armada, it's here. I've got it. And let's get it unboxed. So first, we've got this massive box, which is huge. It's like in itself. It's the width of it. It's massive.
What do you get in there? A big ship?
Well, yeah. It's one big ship and two small ships.
Oh, right.
That's the actual contents on the back there. But we'll see in a minute when we take it away. So Disney's got its stamp on it. I'd like to see that. Disney owns Star Wars. Okay, and then
don't tell Yoda.
Fantasy Flight Games. Don't tell Yoda. He gets really upset. Disney, I don't like. Right, let's get this opened.
We've been waiting all day since lunchtime. I'm surprised you didn't open it at work. And...
I might got sacked.
Work? I am working. I'm playing Armada. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I don't think you would accept that. So let's get this unboxed. Get the cellophane off. So we'll do an unboxing and then we'll stick it together and show you what it looks like together, and then we're going to go through the rules and play a couple of games.
Nice feel box.
Yeah, the Horus Heresy box.
It's textured, isn't it?
That's the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
And the little boxes we've got of Space Hulk.
Yes.
All done by Fantasy Flight Games.
Yes.
They're all very good quality. So I'm hoping for the same kind of quality when I open this box. And here we go. So first, we have a box with a hole in it. Here we go there. We have the Learn to Play book. That's excellent. With a lot of cardboard counters. We shall get all them out for the next part of the video. We have bags of what appears to be flying stands. I presume that's for the fighters. We have bags of bigger flying stands. I imagine they're for the rebels. They seem to have small pegs on them. And a massive flying stand for the Empire. So we've got some, I think they're the dials for making command decisions, and that's the measuring ruler. And we have TIE fighters and X-Wings. Very nice and cool. And the cards for each of the vehicles. Looks like we've got Empire and Rebels in there. And some more cards. X-Wing Squadron. It goes on. Dice. Full dice. Now, as I'm unboxing this, I have never actually played X-Wing, unfortunately. I just didn't get a chance to get the game, and with all the add-ons for it, I just never had a chance to get it really.
No. And then you heard this was coming out.
And I heard Armada was coming out like 10 years ago whenever they announced it originally. And I thought, no, it's more me for big battles, big fleets. Cool, there's the ships. Yeah. I believe that's everything in the box. There it is, completely empty. And the ships are in a big vacuum underneath. Oh, it comes off pretty easy. So let's get them out. Okay, I'll pull them out over here. 2, I'm going to throw on the floor, you missed that. And then the Corvette's being
painting it out.
There we go. So I'll start with the Corvette. Alright. Now for pre-painted miniatures, I think these are amazing. because a lot of the pre-painted miniatures on the market are dubious as far as I'm concerned at best. These, from looking at the X-Wing models, I've always been impressed by them, which is why I've always been tempted, but I always wanted Armada. I always wanted big fleets fighting each other. So there we go, there is the Corvette. The Tentative 4 type ship from the very beginning of Star Wars. That's that one. Next up, the next Rebel ship and the next in size, the Nebulon B frigate that we see in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It's famously the one that the Millennium Falcon's docked with at the end, at the very end credits, where it zooms off and the Millennium Falcon goes off to find Han Solo. There's Nebulon B frigate again, highly detailed, looks awesome. Okay, and finally, the Star Destroyer. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. It's by far my favourite ship of the three, even though all three of them look cool. Just the Empire Star Destroyer. This is a Victory class, I believe. It's not the one from the opening credits. Not by a long shot, because obviously that's not going to fit in there, is it? As it does in the opening credits. Well, we assume it does. Do we actually see it fitting in the opening credits? I have to watch that back now. We assume that it docks with it, but they've shown pictures of the actual Star Destroyer and it's massive. I think it's twice the size of this. But this is a Victory. And it has been in the lore for a long time, because I remember playing, what was the game called? Where you build fleets. It was a Star Wars game, you build fleets, and I built a lot of these things because they were really useful, because they're a lot cheaper than normal Star Destroyers. So I used to have tons of Victories in that. I'll try and find what it is. If I can find what it is, I'll put it into the video. But it was an old computer game. It was brilliant. And because of that, that's probably why I've been waiting for something like this to come out. But I really like the detailing on this thing. The engines are even painted in blue.
Blue, yeah.
That is amazing. I like that. It's really light too.
What's it made out of?
A very light carbon plastic maybe, I don't know. Hard to tell. I suppose the only disappointing thing, but I knew this before I bought it, was that the X-Wings and TIE Fighters are not painted like the rest of the models. And I'm in two minds of them, where I should paint them myself or just leave them. Because normally when I get a game like this, I just leave the contents as it is. I don't paint it because I like it to be as it was. On the other hand, they do look pretty cool. And I think I could probably undercoat the X-Wings in white and the TIE Fighters in black and do a bit of inking on them. Is there enough detail? There might be. We'll get them out and we'll have a look. Rather than just looking through a plastic bag. But yeah, this is the contents. And all these ships are going to be available separate later on. Which we'll probably get them separate later on because they come with different cards to represent them. So you can use different... So there's the X-Wing. And there is stuff, I think we could paint that. If I decide to, we'll see.
You could do, they're very
TIE Fighter.
Small.
Very, very small. But there's enough detail on that, like the window of the TIE Fighter's on there, if you can see it on the camera. The window's actually on
there is actually.
there.
Yeah.
And a little engine on the back.
You've got a little pilot on that one.
Yeah, a little R2 unit, there's a little bobble for the R2 unit.
Yeah.
So, or astromech droid of any type that you feel like. So cool. So we will get these together, get all the cards out, and we'll show you what the set looks like built up. So we're back in a second. And welcome back. So here we go. This is everything stuck together, apart from what I've got in my hand, which is the Nebulon B frigate. There it is. So what we have is a double-sided bit here. So you're going to have to remove this ship like so. He says struggling. So it pulls back and then it should lift up, he hopes. Yeah, that's really working for me. There we go. And that'll swizzle around like so. So you've got the other two types of frigate. You've got the 4 dials for the shields. There you go there. And they've got everything plugged in, and I'm just dropping everything now. Got dropsies today. There we go. So as you can see, there's the other 2 ships as well. Claire's going to show you one of them. We'll put
this one
back. So that's the Corvette. Again,
yeah.
2-sided. And one back there. The cool Corvette. The rebel ships are very cool. I do like them, but the Empire's just got the edge for me, just because the Star Destroyers are iconic.
This guy.
And even though it's a Victory class, not a proper Star Destroyer, it's a mini Star Destroyer. As I said at the beginning, I built tons of these in that video game, which I shall find out the name of. And I've always liked the Victory class as well. So cool. So you get 6 squadrons of TIE fighters and 4 squadrons of X-wings. Yeah, X-wings. So there you go, and you get the range ruler, you get some dice, there we go, you get little asteroids to represent asteroids, space station to represent, you guessed it, a space station. And we get a ton of other things like the ruler, the blast ruler. Must be a different type. That's the movement ruler, isn't it? That's the blast ruler. Yeah. Cool. And we've got a lot of the counters over here, which are obviously for other things, which we shall find out when we read the rules. So cool. That took us about half an hour to stick together. Or so. These were the only real fiddly bits, getting those bits in there, but that wasn't too bad. The only problem is you're going to have to pull them apart again if you want to use something rather than the standard squadrons. But we'll get to that. And got the cards there as well. So that's cool, so it's looking cool. I'm really excited to read how it works and how it plays through. So we're going to do that, we're going to go through the rules and then we'll do a playthrough, including the rules and everything. We can explain how it works. It's like a Let's Play Star Wars Armada.
Yeah.
But this has been the build video, this has been the unboxing and the building. At the end of this video there should be an extra bit where we've actually built them together. If anyone's interested in seeing that, that's fine. It was, you know, something you might want to see how to put them together. You might not, so you can skip that if you don't want to watch that. But that's great, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, it helps out loads if you do. And have a great day.
Thanks very much.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so we'll get these built now, and we'll do this on camera for a change, so just in case there's a fiddly parts we can show you what we discover as we go along. So if I give you this clip, so please feel free to skip this part of the video if you don't want to see us put them together. It might take a little while.
There probably won't be a lot going on because we'll all be concentrating.
Too busy staring at each other. So these are obviously the 2 bases for the ships there, and then we have these little pegs, which I saw those little pegs on the bottom of these guys. So I would assume, it would appear I assume correctly, that these go on there.
Yeah. I think so. Ooh, you've got a little,
like so. It goes onto that peg.
a book.
There's the other one, easy peasy, onto that peg.
Yeah. Lightsaber.
It does look like a lightsaber, doesn't it? I believe that's the blast template,
is that
isn't it?
the blast template? It looks like it is.
Yeah.
Right. Again, this seems to be made out of the same
cardboard. Durable cardboard.
Yeah, as the actual box it came in.
Good. And there's the large base. That looks like it's got a different fitting. Underneath there's a little, alright. So that just goes in there by the looks of it. Yeah, just slides in. Like so. So there should be some cards that go with these bases.
Oh, I'll try and find them for you. Are they going to be in there or in the edge?
Probably with the cards you've got.
Yeah, I'll have a look for you.
Yeah, but it might tell you in the roadblock as where the bits go. We've got little cards there. They're cool.
That's quite simple.
They remind me of the Space Hulk cards. Oh, and the Horus Heresy cards, yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Because you played that, didn't you? I never actually played the Horus.
Yeah, I had to go to the Horus Heresy game, so that's why I got it. Really cool.
You did a review for someone, didn't you? Was it?
I did a review on somebody's website once for it. Turned out quite well. And we might play it sometime if anyone calls for us to play Horus Heresy, the board game. We will do that. If anyone thinks that might be interesting to watch, let me know.
As long as I get to play Angram.
That's fine, I'll be the Emperor. I'll play the good guys. Get to be Sanguinius then.
That's true.
Right, so we've got some cards here, which are actual cards for the ship. So we've got Corvette CR90A and CR90B. And I'll go through all these in more detail when we make choices for actually playing the game. We'll see what it says in the rulebook, whether there's scenarios to go through. I don't know yet. Because I haven't had a look at the rulebook. Nebulon B. So there's two types of Nebulon B by the looks of it, an escort and a support refit. And there's two types of Victory class Star Destroyers, 1 and a 2. So we'll find out what they do differently. But those are the ship cards. It's like a massive Lego set. And there is the ruler part. There we go. And I believe these are the command tokens. So you put your command tokens in here, and depending on the size of your ship, is how quickly you can move it. We'll find out how that works when we read the rules. Here's some of this. I'll take it away. These will be the dials, I believe. Are these for the small squadrons, maybe? Those are definitely squadron bases, I've seen them before. And they probably fit onto them, by the looks of it. So I guess that's a squadron. And we have other things other than dice in here. What's it like? Looks like plugs of some type. So yeah, I'm really excited about this game. I want to see it in action. And I'll probably be getting the extras for it as well. So like plugs. Okay.
You get a little proof of purchase as well.
Oh yeah, you get that in the other sets as well. Remember getting that proof of purchase, Star Wars Armada.
There you go.
I really did buy this.
There's your other.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on there.
Let's have a look. Oh, is that an advert for the Imperial Assault?
Yeah, you got a little catalogue there as well.
Okay.
Got a little catalogue in it with.
I mean, that looks like an interesting game as well.
Is that the one with the
Some like
the little
figures
and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, cost, if I could afford it, I'd probably get both, but it was this or that. And I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah, you haven't really mentioned Imperial Assault an awful lot. It's all been
I didn't want to give you the
Armada.
idea I was interested, but I am.
Oh, right.
Just in case you went and bought me anything, you know, and then you bought me that instead of this, and I'd be like, oh, that's cool. But why didn't you buy me Armada?
Yeah, well, I knew you wanted Armada.
So there's a components list in front of the book. We're currently playing with the components. It tells you how to assemble them. So let's see if I can decipher this without too much trouble. So there should be 6 command dials. There they are. And there should be 6 plastic dial covers, which I believe are the things fitted into the millie. Yeah, right, cool. So these bits will come off, like so. Those bits come off though. And then there's a cardboard disc that goes in, which is obviously for giving you commands. Players separated several cardboard discs. But I can't see the one I'm looking for. And some speed dials as well, which appear to be these things. And these things.
There's another one here actually.
Yeah, I think there's meant to be one for each capital ship, so there should be 3.
Yeah, there's the
And I would assume when you buy the expansions you get all the extras with it as well. So the speed dials is one of them. Or one of them. and then a plastic plug in the front, and the other side of the plastic plug in the back, like so. Just that shut, and then we should have a turnable speed dial. You can change the speed of. So that's 1. It's officially one thing I've put together. Round the floors there. I haven't played a Fleet battle game since the last time I played Battlefleet Gothic, to be fair, and I miss it dearly.
Obviously, with the amount of time you spent going on about this game.
Yeah, Battlefleet Gothic was ace, but this is Star Wars, so does that make it cooler? We'll find out. There's actually in production, it's probably making it cooler. Okay, so again, speed dial. It's going to be a boring part of the video, so please feel free to fast forward it if you wish, if you haven't already. Okay, so the other dials, these are like the command dials, these ones here. Claire has punched out with 4 symbols on. These appear to go inside these with them on top, showing the 4 possible dials and the one that you've chosen. So whatever that one means. So I'll do them. I believe these stack on, I believe you cover them like that and they stack on top of each other as well. So I'd imagine you'd get however many of these you need for whatever ship you've got, because I believe the Star Destroyer uses 3, I think the Corvette uses 1, which probably means that the Nebulon B frigate uses 2 of these. Again, I haven't read the rules, so I'm purely surmising off what I've heard. Find out a bit later when we do the next video. Here we go on with the rules. How's that going over there?
Yeah, not too bad. I think I've got the these things. 2 ticks. No, get off.
What?
He's got stuck to me. So here we have the CR90 Corvette A and the
wow.
Nebulon B.
Cool.
There you go.
It's the 3 of them.
Yes, and
There's
here
one for
we
the
have
Star
the
Destroyer.
Victory. Is it I-class Star Destroyer? 1 class?
Yay. Is there any more of them? Or is that...
No, that's the only one you've got.
Oh, right. But they're double-sided.
Yeah, double-sided.
So,
There you go.
I assume
They will slot into there.
I assume you put them on there, depending on which one you're using. So then if you're using the other one, you've got to take it off and put it on there. Okay. Interesting. So how easy is the ship on and off? Because you have to take it on and off to change the card. That's my next question. That's the right way around. Put it the right way around, it's better. So there's one way, oh, there we go, throw things around. One way it won't fit on and one way it will fit on, just in case anyone's struggled with that. I just did. 'Cause I'm an idiot. I'll assume that the card goes that way for me. Yeah, that's a bit of a strange thing. There we go. Struggling with that a bit. I don't know why. Put a flat table and then push it down.
Tell you what I did notice while we were there at the Harlequins, they had some dice holders. They had some Star Wars dice holders.
Oh, cool.
So I think you should get some for that. Those dice, to be quite honest.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Get a nice Empire one.
Yeah? Just don't tell Yoda, please.
I get very upset.
You know what he gets like.
That took some doing. I think it was just me more than the model. There we go. So these ones I'm hoping a bit easier. Just go with the Corvette A. Yeah, that was easy. And
You didn't struggle with that one then, did
no,
you?
not at all. Cool. They were easy. Compared to the Star Destroyer, I just did them instantly. That was weird. So the flight discs for the squadrons. Okay. I assume there's assembly instructions here. So far I've been doing it ad hoc. Alright. So it tells you to put on the discs and stuff onto those bases. Well, I'll do that first. So there should be some discs. I believe it's these. I suppose these are shields. And they need to go onto the undersides of these. And then we use these plugs and we plug them in. At least these you won't have to take off again, I don't think. Don't shout at me if I'm wrong on that, and don't see the reason why these would come off again. Everything alright with that?
Yep, I think that's everything off the card spoons, if you will.
So there we go. So those are shields, so you can just swirl them around, if you can see that on there, to move your shields down.
That's what that guy was showing us in the shop, wasn't
Yeah.
it? He was saying that if you get your shield that's like, say that's a 2, but that's a 5, you can deflect to the
So
other.
you can like transfer energy or something.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
it's like deflecting shields, isn't it? So one side's getting battered, so you can say, oh, actually that one hit the front or something. Which makes sense, I suppose, really.
That's always what they're doing in sci-fi films, isn't it?
Yeah. Star Trek's a biggie for that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Janeway did it enough times.
Move energy to forward shield.
In a search for ever-ending nebulas.
Yeah, that's all she did was fly into nebula.
Oh, look, a nebula.
She
Let's go and
spent
look at it.
7 years or whatever flying into nebulas constantly.
Yeah.
Every nebula. It's just a nebula, woman. You're trying to get home.
Yeah, but that one nebula might boost you home.
Unfortunately, as far as I'm going on about it, yeah, it did actually, because it was a Borg Nexus nebula that sent them home, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She knew that all along. How did she know that from the first moment she got there? The answer's in a nebula. That's what I want to know. She was up to something, that woman.
Still my favourite captain, though.
Card.
Well, yeah.
Card. Card. Make it so. Okay, so there we go. That's the ships. That's all the parts for the ships by the looks of it. I believe I've read that right. Let's pass that to Claire so she can confirm. The next thing in the book is a manoeuvring tool assembly, which is the
Yes.
this thing.
That thing.
This
Yeah.
thing. So this thing requires. What do we need for this?
I think you need. I'll just put
We've
my
got
pen
these
down.
parts here. So starting with this bit.
I think you need these little bits here. It looks like.
Oh, I've got little numbers.
Yeah, so you've got 0.
So for 0's the first
The
one.
first one.
Okay.
I take it the middle bits are the same, are
So
they?
these just push in?
Yes. I believe so.
Alright, so I can...
Oh, hang on. Yes.
Like so. So they just push in
Yeah.
by the looks of it. I've just pushed that in.
So that's the next one.
So I can stick the
Not
thing
all
together
one.
first, can't I?
Yeah. Stick it together.
So does that...
Right. And this is why we fail.
Alright. So that just clips into there like so. I was making that more difficult than it had to be. Which I could do with most things. There we go.
Yep.
Bit of fiddling and we're in. So that's a 1, is it?
Yep.
1.
Next one's 2.
Do I want to... Which way around do I want to put these numbers? Like that, don't I? Okay.
Yeah, they seem to go pointing sideways, to be quite honest.
Yeah, so they're going vertically. Push that in, so 1's like that, 0, 1, 2, so on. Let's get the next bit on. So I know some people have got 2 sets of these, so they've got twice the amount of stuff. Quite like that idea. But it's expensive, so what I will end up probably doing is just buying the extras. Because they're releasing the 3 ships that are on the camera at the moment separately on their own.
Yeah.
With different cards, so you can use the ones from here and there. I believe that's the case anyway.
Right.
And there's 2.
I think it's more exciting if you wait for the extras to come out rather than getting the same box set, because...
I don't know, I won't blame anyone for doing it.
Oh no!
I was considering it. If I had the money. Three. And finally is this 4 with the spiky bit. Choking down.
Oh,
Okay.
and 4.
And 4. I can need a drink. The tea variety. I'm going to have some tea. Excuse me. Ah, lovely. Thank you. 4. Push 2 into place because that's right. There we go. So there is the ruler. So to move, you move it like that and it gives you how your ship moves. So that's cool. I believe there's something similar in X-Wing for that. So what's next? Is it the fighter squadrons?
Yeah, the squadron assembly. So you need one of those plastic discs.
One of the
them.
plastic discs.
Yeah. You need to insert one of these things, I believe.
One of them.
One of those. One of these circular things.
So, plastic disc. One of them.
One of them.
One of these.
Have you...
Does that go on top?
Yeah, it seems to do, yeah.
Okay.
Then you
And,
need one of the prong things and then the 3-pronged.
I just threw it on the floor. There's one.
One of them.
One of them. So that goes in.
It goes in...
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it?
Ooh. So these are reversible as well by the looks of it. So it's like it's something you're going to have to move in the neck. That looks suspiciously like Luke Skywalker. That's why I'm concerned about the durability of these, but I've heard they're good as far as durability goes. There is a certain way this goes in. So the peg in the middle's got like a flat side to it. So there's definitely a way that this goes in. Just seeing how it goes. Oh, like that. So these are going to be a bit fiddly if you want to change between a normal squadron, obviously like a named character squadron. So it goes together like that. It's a little bit fiddly, but not too bad. And I believe that's for using, so you can tell which ones you've moved and which ones you haven't. So when you moved it, you push it through.
That's
so it's been
clever.
activated, so you know when it's not activated and when it is.
That's very clever.
Yeah, I like that idea because I get confused. So on top of that goes
a three-pronged
candelabra
kind of
candelabra. That's the best description I've seen of it. You put the candelabra on top. Yeah, like so.
Oh, look at it.
And into
It
the
looks-
candelabra, we'll go with Empire first.
Yeah.
Goes the TIE fighters in this case.
The little candles.
Actually, no, that's just, that wouldn't be stupid. That's an X-wing symbol. So it'll be the X-wings that go in this one. Yeah, let's put some TIE fighters on the X-wing.
How to annoy them in one easy way. I didn't realise that I should split them up interfrastically.
Interfrastic.
Yeah.
That is good. I would hate for you not to do it interfrastically. So there we go. So if that's Luke Skywalker, does that make that Rogue Squadron? I don't know.
4.
Red 5 going in. What do you think? Do they need painting or not? I can't tell. Is it going to annoy me that they're not painted?
It probably will do. I mean, I think you could put a bit of red on there. You know.
Well, yeah, that'd be a good way to market your squadrons, like
Yeah.
Red Squadron, Blue Squadron, Green Squadrons.
That's about as much as you can really fit on there because
Yeah.
they're very thin and very small. So you're only going to be putting like a dot of colour on there.
It's got some more X-Wings, have we?
Yeah. How many more of these?
Oh, saying that, also Luke Skywalker as well. Maybe I'm talking rubbish, maybe you don't need to. What's that for them? Interesting. Or maybe you can just change anyone you want. I don't know.
Who knows? What do we then?
We'll find out when we read the rules. But for now, we should get these together. So I think the best way is to take your dial, shove that in there, like so, so you've got your dial on there. And then get your plastic base and your, I suppose it's an action marker, I don't know. And then try and find the sweet spot, like that. I think that's the easiest way to stick them together. Put all those bits together first before you try and put the ships on. Does it say anything else about these in there?
In what way?
I just thought we're doing it right, that's all.
Yeah,
We're doing it right.
we're doing it right.
It says you are doing this correctly.
Oh.
Thank you, book. Yay. And
You need another.
another one of them. Another one of them. Was that it for that? Right. So I don't think it really matters which ones of these pegs that you use. But I will use different ones if I can for each kind. So there's a straight one, then there's like a angled one. There's one which looks like the rear end of the Enterprise. I think that's it.
It don't seem to say which ones you use for which.
And there's a shorter version of the rear end of the Enterprise. I suppose it matters. It's just a representation, isn't it?
I suppose it's just to break it up and to break up the monotony.
Just makes it like doing different squadron formations. these on here. It's a bit weird how I've done that actually. Turn them around.
Won't look like it was flying away.
There we are. That's pretty cool. I like the way they do look different. That was one of the boring things about Battlefield Gothic. I thought the squadron, because they always look the same to me. They were on different. Each one was on a different height stem. But I like the way this is one stem that splits off. It just looks cool to me. So there should be 4. Is there 4 squadrons of each then? Or is there 5 squadrons of TIE fighters?
There's 5 TIE fighters, I think.
Oh.
Oh no, tell lie, there's 6.
6 TIE fighter squadrons.
Yeah, and they've got a woman on the back. That one.
I recognise her.
Alright.
Not like that. I just mean I recognise
Oh, really?
from something. Right. I'm in trouble now.
Do we need to talk about this?
No.
How long's this been going on?
2 seconds. So I think there's only 3 different types. Am I changing the subject very quickly? So you get 4 squadrons of X-Wings. Did you say there were 6?
Yes, 6.
Squadrons of
TIE fighters.
TIE fighters.
TIE fighter. Cool.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put this bit straight after the first part of the video. What I'm going to do, this is going to be an optional extras on the end of the video. I've decided, because of the amount of time it's taken.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to watch the beginning, and then you'll see them together, and then if you want to, you can watch this optional extras part. This is like a behind the scenes sticking together of Armada. So that way anyone who doesn't want to watch it doesn't have to. They can see the end of the video without having to fast forward through it all. Some of these are a little bit bent, I have noticed.
Are some of the TIE fighters?
Some TIE fighter wings. I think they're meant to be straight. My memory serves me correctly. TIE fighters are very straight. Wings. It's like a big H, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Big flying H.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing there with that?
I've really no idea what I'm doing with it, so I'm just trying to look like I do know what I'm doing with it.
I thought you knew what you were doing with it.
Oh, that's good. Yay, celebrate, I got one.
Break of times, come on. Celebrate.
It's rather sad for me, but...
At least these TIE fighters and stuff will be easy to take in and out of these candelabras. So if I do decide to paint them, straightforward enough to take them out, spray them, paint them, and back in. I could do without figuring out to bend the wings back into shape. They're a little bit wonky, some of them. Yeah, I think they're made of the same stuff as the ships are.
You might put them in some hot water or something.
Maybe.
And just bend them
I
back.
suppose we could experiment.
I'm really impressed we managed to get this actually.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. I was quite surprised at Waterstones had X-Wing in. For a start.
Yeah.
That's what led me there in the first place. I thought, well, if they've got X-Wing they might have, but they didn't. But Harlequins did. So thank you, Harlequin. You've got yourself a new customer.
Mhm.
She'll be returning for the sequels.
Got 2 new customers.
Oh, yeah. You were eyeing up, what were you eyeing up? Was it Big Bang Theory?
The Big Bang Theory, yeah. Signing up some of the magic cards that they had there as well.
Yeah,
They
there
had
was.
loads of magic cards, even single ones. They had a big box just full
Oh, I saw that. Like,
single.
discarded singles
Yeah.
almost. Look at them.
And they had the boxes there, which are really hard to come by.
Oh yeah, the boxes for keeping them in. Those
Yeah.
metal class boxes. We've got a few of them.
We have.
And they're really cool.
Yeah.
I noticed they had some in.
Got 2 black ones and a red one, haven't we?
Yes. We both play Death.
Yes.
You play Death and Fire.
Mhm.
And I'd play Death and Fire, but I couldn't get another red box. Maybe one in there.
I think
so.
I think they did actually.
There we go.
Got a good selection.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. So is there anything else needs putting together?
Doesn't look like it, no.
Cool.
I think that's it. Now it just goes into all your learning objectives,
Excellent.
playing the games.
So that's the
like that.
construction part. So if you have watched the bonus extra material at the end of the video, you'll have seen this. If you didn't, that's fine. But thanks for watching. I'm Party of the Geeks, and we shall see you later. Take care. Bye.
Bye.